Jeff Colby thinks he lost his wife, so he moves to California to work with a man he thinks is his uncle. But then he finds out that his wife has a new name and is married to his cousin.
She doesn't know who she is?
Who is really his brother.
The girl you just married happens to be my ex-wife.
She's not yours.
Because the man he thought was his uncle is actually his father.
Son, don't you ever call me son.
Welcome to the family.
Why are the sexiest ones always off limits?
The Colbys, coming up next on SoapNet.
Last time on the Colbys.
This is Mr. Baskin. He's with the United States government. He can help you. But you're going to have to ask.
We want to defect. You mean you want him to stay here in the house?
How can you turn him out after all you've done for him?
Please, let it be.
No.
You know something, Rabbit? You're right. Welcome to our home.
Oh, Jason, I am so proud of you. It's a wonderful thing that you've done. Welcome, Colbys.
I hate that baby. I wish to God that baby didn't exist. Go ahead.
Is it the baby?
Have the pain.
You mean she may lose it?
Well, I don't know. But we gotta get her to a doctor fast.
Hello? Hello? The phone's completely dead. Oh, God, Fallon, what are we gonna do? What?
That was the doctor you tried to call.
I didn't hear anyone on the other end, just a buzzing noise.
But you said the phone was dead.
I'm going to tell her the truth about Scott.
You are not going to tell her! You are not doing this to me!
You know? Who told you?
It should have been you, but it wasn't. You knew, and you never told me.
Monica, I love you.
I never want to see you again. Get out! Get out!
No, it's okay, John. You didn't wake me up. What's on your mind? $2 million? No. Are you sure? Yeah, she's traveling in India. But yes, yeah, New Delhi. Look, are you sure about the identification? Well, I guess it's okay then. No problem. No, thanks for calling me. Goodbye, John.
What is it?
That was Connie's New York bank. They just cabled her $2 million.
Serves her right. I told her, don't leave home without it. You're worried. I know it's a lot of money.
No, it's not the money, but she put it through her New York bank.
What's wrong with that?
I know the way her mind works. She did that because she didn't want me to know about it, but John's an old friend. He didn't like it either.
Remember all that fuss when she gave that money to Hutch Corrigan? She knew what she was doing, but she didn't want anyone telling her otherwise.
Yeah, this is 10 times as much money and halfway around the world, though.
You've got her itinerary. Call her. Tell her her baby brother is worried about her, okay?
Okay.
Miss Colby?
I want to see my baby now. I want to see my baby.
But you don't have a baby. You've never had a baby.
You're lying. I did. I remember. I had a boy. Where's my boy?
What's the problem here, nurse?
She's causing trouble again, Doctor.
Now, Miss Colby, that isn't good, is it? Not good for us, not good for you.
You have my son. You've taken my son. I want to see him. I want to see.
Monica, darling.
Wake up. I could hear you shouting all the way down the hall. Are you all right? Shouting?
What did I say?
Something about wanting to see something or someone. Does that make sense?
No, I can't remember.
It was just a bad dream. It's all over now. It's all over.
Good game.
Well, you wouldn't want a girl to let you in now, would you?
I don't know. Introduce me to one.
Oh, very funny.
How do you forget? I thought I did well. Yeah, my ribs are still taped.
Poor baby. All right, I confess. It's a trick court. The home team always wins. Thanks. I tell you what, we'll have a rematch in Moscow. That way you'll be the home team and then you'll have the advantage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kolya. I shouldn't joke about that.
It's not you. You've helped me get my freedom. Let me stay here in your home. Been my friend. I feel so ungrateful. I know I should be happy, but what am I doing here? Where do I fit in?
You're a dancer, Kolya. One of the best. Any great dance company in this country would take you. That's where you fit in. You know what the man from the Joffrey said.
But how can I dance without Anna?
You'll have to find a new partner. There must be dozens.
I don't want dozens. I want Anna.
It's not her dancing, is it? It's Anna. You're worried about her.
And my mother. I know Anna would have called me when she got back to Moscow, but I've heard nothing.
So you're gonna stand on ceremony and wait for her to call? Kolya, it's the wonderful thing about telephones. They work both ways. You know, reach out and touch someone.
You mean call your phone home?
You got it.
I am sorry I had to call you up here, but it's just not like her. Crying in her sleep, waking up in tears. She hasn't done that since she was a child.
No, she's no child anymore.
No, that's why I think something's wrong. Now, have you noticed anything different about her lately? Has she been distracted, worried?
Well, she's got a new job. It's a big project. There's a lot of stress in it.
No, it's something more personal. I know her.
Well, if it's personal, it's none of our business, is it? Not till she comes to us.
Now, that's not like you. You've just moved heaven and earth in the State Department to help Bliss. Why do you draw the line at Monica?
Bliss came to me and asked for help. Look, I don't want to debate this with you.
Don't brush me off. I am talking about our daughter, our family. Don't you care?
Well, of course I care, but...
But what? You know something, don't you? You're closer to her than anyone.
She's your daughter, too. If she wants you to know, she'll tell you.
Hello? Yes, operator. This is Mr. Rostov speaking. You have my call to Moscow? There's the Russian operator on the line now. I can hear it ringing. What do you mean, no answer? There has to be an answer. Tell them to keep ringing.
Maybe they went out visiting friends or something.
My mother can't go out. She's an invalid. Hello, operator. No, they're lying. I'm sorry. It's not your fault.
You sure they have the right number?
It's the right number. They just didn't put the call through.
Would they do that?
they'd enjoy it. Don't you see? They're punishing me. A simple talk with my family that would hurt no one. They'll make that impossible.
Impossible? Collier, we don't let that word into this house.
Where I come from, it's the first word you learn. I can't rest until I know Mama and Anna are safe. But how?
Don't worry. I'll ask my father. He'll know what to do.
Resign from the company? For God's sakes, why?
I'm not being fair to you, Daddy, that's all.
Cash Cassidy again.
I can't work with him. I can't keep trying.
An old love affair, you told me. Dead and buried. It isn't buried, is it?
I have to leave the company. I have to go.
I can't let you go. I need you for Emos.
You need him more. Washington's made that clear. Daddy, as long as he's around, I can't give you my best. You have a right to expect that.
I'll tell you what I expect. A grown-up, not a schoolgirl. Contracts honored, promises kept. We all have our problems, honey, but we show up. We leave our emotions at home and get on with it.
Aren't you hearing me? I can't do that.
What about your brothers? They're fighting over an unborn baby, a life each one of them believes is part of him. But they don't cut and run. Whatever your problem is, it can't be any tougher than that.
It is to me.
Well, then, work it out. Talk to him. Come to some understanding. But don't let me down. Don't let this project down.
Daddy, please.
Monica, I don't accept your resignation. If there's nothing else, I have a lot to do.
There's nothing else. Thank you for your time.
Sharon, I want to see Cash Cassidy right away. Yes. Oh, Sharon, keep trying to get my sister at her hotel in New Delhi. I want to talk to her. It's important. What the hell is going on?
You know who this is? Grandpa Colby.
No.
Can you read this?
Jason Colby, class
President. That's Grandpa.
That's not Grandpa. He looks like Daddy.
We both remember what Jason looked like then, don't we?
Look what Grandma gave me. That's where I'm going when I grow up.
Oh, it's a lovely shirt, darling. I tell you what, I bet if you showed that to Cook, she'd give you one of the brownies she's just made.
I showed it to her twice.
Which reminds me, I have to check tonight's menu.
I thought that LB was going to Jeff's school, Princeton, wasn't it?
We thought it might be nicer if he went to Jason's alma mater.
You mean you thought?
I put my oar in, yes. After all, Stanford is closer to home. Besides, Jeff felt it was the least he could do after Jason's gift.
Gift?
Well, didn't he tell you? Jason matched the trust he set up for the baby with one for LB. Well, you know, the $10 million trust.
I admire you. That's 20 million you've managed to twist out of Jason for your side of the family, and you're not even breathing hard. Of course, my children haven't given him any grandchildren.
Well, I have to change. Oh, top of the page. Jason at 22.
Oh, he was beautiful, wasn't he?
Yes. Jeff does look like him.
Before you say a word, I've got good news. I managed to patch up the damage you did helping Rostov defect. Russians are willing to meet with you.
Swell. Back to Brussels, then.
No, Toronto. Their man will be up there next week. It's good timing.
Good timing for them. They didn't ask if it's good timing for me. You'd think they were doing me a favor.
They are, Jason. They know without this meeting you could lose your support base on Capitol Hill.
You never get tired of reminding me of that. You tell your pals in the Hill I'll think it over.
But Jason, I've got to call into them right
First,
now.
you can tell me what's going on between you and Monica.
I told you before, that's my business, not yours.
When it affects this company, it's mine. My general counsel turned in a resignation this morning because of you.
She didn't tell me.
I didn't accept it. But the problem won't go away till you make it go away. You straighten it out or tell the committee to start looking for your replacement.
You tried to bump me off this project once before. It didn't work, remember?
That's right. I tried to fire you then. This time you'll be quitting.
What is it, Jason? Don't you want this project to succeed?
Nothing's worth my daughter's unhappiness, including Emos. You want me to prove that?
You? What are you doing here?
I had to see someone here at the hotel.
Did you see me swim? I get lessons here every day.
Yes, your father told me. Thought I'd come by and take a look. I mean, as long as I was here anyway. You're good. They better save you a place on the Olympic team.
Hey, in the space shuttle, the guys can exercise. Think you could fit a pool in Nemo somewhere?
I'll see what I can do. But no diving board. I can tell you that right now.
You know something? I really like you.
I really like you, too.
Got you all wet.
Oh,
sorry.
It's all right. Look, I think your coach wants you. Better go. I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Perfect. I'm so glad you're feeling better. If you're up for it, let's go shopping later.
Don't you ever get tired of cheering me up?
But don't stop. I couldn't get through this pregnancy without it. It hasn't been easy for you, I know. For any of you.
Channing's the one I feel sorry for. Imagine how she feels, knowing she can't have children and seeing how much Miles wants this one to be his.
It's been hard on Channing, too, but... keep an eye on her, Fallon. She may not be the friend you think she is.
Because I was married to Miles?
Yes, that's part of it.
I think you're wrong. You should have seen her at the lodge.
She may have seemed supportive, but...
She was more upset than I was when we couldn't get through to a doctor, and she never left my side until you and Jeff arrived.
Okay, I'm just being an overly protective mother-in-law.
I think Channing's heart is in the right place.
Maybe. Well, if we're going to go shopping, we better get moving. Meet me downstairs?
15 minutes?
Just think about what I said, okay?
It's just a phone call, Daddy. I'm not asking you to tear down the Berlin Wall.
Honey, I can't do any more. I've already bent the Russians out of shape by helping Kolya once. I just can't afford it again. Not with Emos at risk.
But they won't let him talk to his family. Daddy, it's killing him. They could be in prison or Siberia for all he knows.
You know, you can't keep on being responsible for him. He made his choice. He has to live with the consequences.
So do I. He made the choice for me. I encouraged him.
Oh, look, Rabbit.
You're right. This is not your problem. It's something we have to figure out for ourselves. When I was little, I used to think you could move mountains. Who am I kidding? I still think you can. Just maybe not every mountain. Thanks for listening, Daddy.
Sure.
I'll see you at home.
Yeah. Yes. The hotel in New Delhi? Put them through. Connie's not back yet. Did you tell them to have her call the minute she is? Well, I've got to go out now anyway. When Cassidy gets back from lunch, tell him I've made a decision about meeting with the Soviets in Toronto. But there is one condition. If they agree, we're on.
Ah, Senator Cassidy.
Just the man I'm looking for. They told me I'd find you here.
Yes, but I'm late for an appointment.
Well, this won't take long. It's about your proposition.
Ah, you've reconsidered, huh?
Nothing to reconsider. You've got no leverage. Monica Colby knows everything now.
Congratulations. You've got more guts than I thought. Now, you'll excuse me.
I don't excuse you, Powers. Nobody blackmails me and walks away.
More guts than I thought, less brains. You're in my hotel.
If you ever try to harm my son or Monica with this, I promise you, you won't be safe anywhere.
$2 million. That's what he's... Who told you that?
Got the call from her banker in New York first thing this morning. I've been trying to call her in New Delhi all day. She's been out all night, that is. It's nearly dawn down there by this time.
What could Connie need that much money for?
That much cash? Why? What for? Gifts? Investments? And why keep it a secret from me?
Do you think she could be in trouble?
I don't know. She could have been kidnapped or blackmailed. Anything's possible.
Yes, but then there could be a legitimate reason for all of this, too.
I've been trying to figure one out all day. Can you think of any?
Shall I bring out the chef's head on a platter?
Oh, I'm sorry, Zach. It's not the food. It's not you. I just have a lot on my mind at the moment.
There must be something I can do. Something I can give you.
All I want is that Miles is the father of Fallon's baby. That would mean more to me than a seat on the board, family stock, anything.
I see. So you can compete with your sister for Jason's affection.
Francesca and her multiplying brood. They've got everything. They've got his love, his attention, and his money. My children are being passed by.
Just because they don't have children? No. Doesn't sound like Jason. Mm-mm.
Well, family means everything to him. It's the future. It's the reason for everything. So, of course, a grandchild would make all the difference to me.
And, of course, I can't give you that.
But you're concerned. That helps.
Oh, I think I can do better than that. Would it make you happy if I told you that no one has to give you a grandchild? That you already have one?
What are you talking about?
Senator Cassidy's boy.
What's Cassidy's boy got to do with me?
Ask Senator Cassidy. You see, his son is your grandchild.
You are talking nonsense.
Has my information ever been wrong? Ever. So you see, Isabella, you already have a grandson. You've had him for 7 years. Scott Cassidy is Monica's child.
You? Funny. Henderson told me there was a gentleman to see me. Not my uncle's lawyer, or should I say, hatchet man?
I shall ignore that, Canning.
What are you doing here?
Your uncle has a little wedding gift for you, but being indisposed, he sent me out to deliver it by hand. So, here. Go on. Take a peek.
You tell my darling uncle I don't need his little gifts anymore. I've got money of my own now.
I think you'll find this a little more substantial than money. It's a few shares in your uncle's publishing company. Go on. Come on.
My, isn't he generous? He could have just given me a toaster. Instead, he went whole hog and gave me a bribe to keep me spying on Jason Colby for him.
You're doing your uncle an injustice. Those shares come from the heart.
These big shares came from that teeny-tiny little place?
He figures you might need something for a rainy day. And from what he hears, it could be soon.
You know, my uncle never did hear right, Sam. There won't be any rainy days. Just sunshine for me and for Miles. Light.
You're deluding yourself, Missy. Your uncle tells me that your marriage is about as barren as he hears you are. Now, one way or another, it appears that you're going to lose that husband of yours. But Lucas is bloodkin. You'll never lose him.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes. Have you seen Monica? I've been trying to contact her all afternoon. Now, her secretary said that she left the office at lunchtime and hasn't been back since. I do hope there's nothing wrong.
Just need some time for yourself. She'll probably be back for dinner. Which reminds me, I gotta finish dressing.
In a minute, dear. I want to talk to you about your little stunt. You know? Following Jeff and Fallon up to the lodge.
Stunt? We got our calendars crossed, that's all.
Miles.
All right. I knew they'd be there. I just thought...
You didn't think. That's the problem. When will you stop acting so impulsively?
I wonder where I get it from.
Yes, you get it from me, and look where we both are. Outsiders in our own home. Darling, I know that you're worried about the baby, but it's yours. I know it. And when we prove that, you are going to need Channing.
Need her for what?
Think, boy, think. What court is going to give you custody of the baby without a wife?
I hadn't thought of that.
Yes, well, I have. You're going to need a strong, happy marriage to prove to the court that you can give the child a home.
Oh, wait a minute. Channing and I love each other. That hasn't changed.
No. The way that you're treating her? Darling, you've got everything within reach now. A child, that means family, a future. Are you going to throw it all away just because you can't get Fallon out of your mind?
I can't help my feelings.
And, darling, hide them. For your sake as well as hers. The poor girl doesn't know which way to turn.
Poor girl? You've changed your tune about Jan.
Yes, and you hum along with me. You're going to need that girl more than you think, and if you're not careful, you're going to drive her away.
You're beautiful.
That's nice.
I kiss a mean throat, don't I?
You've got good material here to work with. I like it when you're in a good mood. I wish you could be like this more often, but I know that you've got your mind on the baby.
Wait a minute, we're gonna start in on that again.
Would you just be quiet? All I was gonna say is that I understand. I want this baby to be yours as much as you do.
You want the baby? Up at the lodge?
I know what I was like up at the lodge. And I'm ashamed of that. Miles. Honey, I love children. I always have. I just wish that this baby of Fallon's could be yours and mine.
We can still adopt.
We won't have to. Not if this one's yours, don't you see? This baby could be the answer for me as well as for you.
You mean you'd want to help raise it?
Honey, it would be part of you. I know I would love it. Just don't drive yourself crazy till it's born. We both know it's yours. So just try and put it out of your mind for now. Concentrate on us. How good it's going to be.
Gonna be. You mean it gets better?
Well, honey, we don't just want to rest on our laurels now, do we? Not when there's a bed nearby.
Channing, we're gonna be late for dinner.
Darling, if we're lucky, we may just be late for breakfast.
You were awfully quiet at dinner.
I was, huh?
Yes, about a sentence per course. You're still worried about Connie?
Trying to get her all day.
She'll call as soon as she gets your messages. I thought she had. That call you took during dinner, when you came back, you looked so pleased.
No, it wasn't her. It was good news, though. The Russians have accepted my terms.
Wonderful. Then you'll be going to Toronto.
We will be going to Toronto.
I never thought you'd ask.
Who's asking? I take you for granted these days, lady.
Oh, you do, huh? Who is it?
Come on in.
I'm sorry, excuse me, but this cable just arrived from India, and I thought you might want to see it.
Oh, it's from Connie.
Is she all right?
What does it say?
Vital you meet me in New Delhi as soon as possible. If you love me, Jason, don't let me down.
Mother, what are you doing here?
Close the door. We have to talk.
Sure, what's on your mind?
I've been trying to find you all day.
Oh, no, it was terrible today. Canceled all my appointments and played hooky. I haven't done anything like that in years.
Monica, look at me.
What is it?
Is it true? Is Scott Cassidy your son?
Who? Where did you hear that?
That's not important. Just answer me. Is he yours?
That's my business.
It is true. All these years you've had a son. I have had a grandson, and you never told us why.
I couldn't.
My God, why not?
I wasn't even 20. A college girl pregnant with Cash's baby. Daddy was suing Cash's father at the time. He would have killed me first and then him.
Do you really believe that?
Now? No. At the time I did. And I was scared. Mother, the hopes that you and Daddy had for me, for all of us, they were hard to live up to. Still are. I couldn't bear the disappointment in your faces.
Is that how we made you feel? We never meant to.
It wasn't your fault. It was me.
Oh, I've been thinking about it ever since I found out. It must have been that summer when you went to Europe with Connie. She knew, didn't she?
She begged me to tell you. I couldn't. And I couldn't face an abortion. The only thing to do was have the baby and give it up.
Give it to Cash, you mean?
No. I never told Cash I was pregnant. Connie did. She and Arthur Cates handled the adoption.
Connie and Arthur Cates.
I just found that out. That she went to Cash and arranged for him to take the baby. I don't know if I can ever forgive her for that.
You don't know if you can ever forgive her. Oh, my poor darling, what she put you through.
Adrian's raised him as her own son. My boy. Every time I look at him, Oh, Mother, what am I going to do?
Nothing. Nothing for the moment. We've got to have time to think. In the meantime, your father's to know nothing about it. Now, have you talked to Cash?
Yes, he knows. I know everything.
And how does he feel about you now? Does he still love you?
He says he does.
And how do you feel about him?
Oh, Mother. God help me, I still love him.
Shh. It's not over yet. Oh, no. It's not over yet.
Well, then find out where she is. Damn it, I want to talk to her. Okay.
You've been on the phone half the night. Any luck?
No, I can't find her. I've got our office in Bombay working on it now. Sorry I woke you up.
Can they tell you anything?
Not a thing. She hasn't been in her hotel since yesterday morning. She must have left right after she sent the cable. If she sent the cable.
What makes you think she didn't send it?
Well, it's not like Connie to send a cable like that. No one wanted to talk to her right after I got it. And then to leave New Delhi. Why cable in the first place? Why not phone?
What are you going to do?
I'll find out where she is and take the jet there and hope to God the whole thing's a false alarm.
Senator Cassidy's suite, please.
Hello? Hello? Who is this, please?
Hello, Adrian. It's Monica Colby. May I speak with Cash, please?
Just a minute. It's Monica Colby.
Yes, Monica.
I know you can't talk right now. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what I said. About never wanting to see you again. That wasn't very realistic of me, was it? After all, there is Scott. For his sake, we need to talk it out.
I agree.
Can you meet me today?
I have an important meeting with your father this morning.
How about the sculpture garden at UCLA? It's right on your way.
Fine, I'll see you there in 20 minutes.
Don't insult me by telling me it's business. Not this time.
It isn't business, but we have to talk. You know that.
How can you do this? What kind of a man are you?
Adrian, let's not strike out at each other. That just makes it hurt more.
You're not going. Please. Please don't see her. Cash, I love you. I know what she's like. She'll talk you into something. She'll work on you.
We're just going to talk.
I won't let you go. It's not right. It's just not right.
Mom, Dad, what's wrong?
Nothing, Tiger. Hey, see you tonight, huh?
Go get Mommy's sunglasses, honey. We'll go down for your swim. Okay?
Anna? Anna! Can you hear me? It's Kolya. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Kolya. Fine. How are you?
The truth, Anna, are they treating you well?
I told you. They've given me a wonderful new ballet and a new partner. Of course, he won't be like you.
Anna, are they making you say this? Is there anyone there?
No, of course not.
Put Mama on.
She's sleeping. You see, I am a hero to them. I chose to stay, so they are rewarding me. They promised us a new television.
Anna, wake Mama up. She'll want to talk to me.
I can't hear you. There is so much static.
Anna, put Mama on.
I can't hear you. I'll hang up now. I love you. We both love you. I am kissing you for her. We're so happy for you. Goodbye, my darling.
No, Anna, don't go.
What is it? Kolya, what happened?
I think we were disconnected. She's fine. Everything's fine.
You did well, Anna.
Now may I see my mother?
You don't have to worry about her. She's receiving excellent care. Better than you could give her here.
But you promised... When will I be allowed to see her?
In time. We haven't quite finished with you yet. A new television. I like that. Excellent. The artistic touch.
He's good at school, isn't he? I can tell.
He's bright. Doesn't get that from me.
His smile is yours. I could tell that right away. Was he a happy baby?
He was a yeller. If he didn't like something, he let you know about it. Of course, it was tough that first year, Adrian. Well, it was hard for her. So I tried to take up the slack, make sure he felt loved.
Thank you for that.
It was easy. He was part of you. You know, the first time I really saw that, he was, what, not even a year old. He was just learning how to walk. I came in, watched him. He didn't see me. He'd fall down, then he'd get up, and he'd try again. The look on his face was you. It was your face. Your spirit, I guess. I had that with me all the time. That much of you. If you had told me, you know I would have married you.
I didn't want you on those terms. Why didn't you tell me? It would have been so much easier on me, knowing he was with you.
I couldn't. It was the only way Adrian would agree to adopt him.
But she didn't have to adopt him.
She wouldn't raise him any other way. She had to be sure that you couldn't take him away if someday you found out.
He's hers then. Not just yours.
He's yours. He's ours. We both know that. Legally, he's hers too. Scott is her son.
Damn that meddlesome old witch. And damn you too. How could you give away my only grandchild and not even tell me? I'll never trust you again.
That's exactly why you can trust me, because I can keep a confidence. Without the written consent of the adoptive parents, I'm ethically bound to remain silent.
You are also bound to undo this mess.
Now, Sable...
Fortunately, Cassidy is still in love with my daughter, so he won't put up a fight.
No, but his wife will if you try to take the boy away from her. Let me warn you, she comes from a family of fighters.
Lovely. They can all rally round her when she loses. She gave in to Connie once. She'll give in to me.
Be careful, Sable. I've given you lots of good advice over the years. Listen to me now. Go slow. A lot of people could be hurt. Your own daughter, for one, the boy.
They've already been hurt. I am going to make things right. And, one way or another, I'm going to give Jason Colby his grandson, his firstborn grandson. And no one is going to stop me.
India? You can't go running off to India now.
You watch me. My sister's in trouble. I've got to help her. End of story.
End of Emos, too. You can't let the Russians down again. You've got to go to Toronto.
Cash is right, Dad. I'll fly to New Delhi. I owe it to Connie.
You bet. I'll be flying with him. We can cover more ground together anyway.
But... Yes, Sharon. Put him on. Bill, what have you got? When? Well, no message? Nothing? Due back when? All right, keep on it.
What is it?
That was our Bombay office. It seems Connie and Hutch chartered a small plane. They didn't file a flight plan, but they left word they were due back yesterday.
Were? They
never showed. Since then, there's not been a sign of them. No calls, no radio transmissions, nothing. They just disappeared.
Like to chat? Your favorite stars are waiting for you online. Log on to soapnet.com every Thursday and chat live with your favorite stars. Who will it be this week? Find your schedule on soapnet.com.